Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be reviewing Molly's camp accessories. So in my last video, I had the camp outfits, and I was really fortunate that I have a 1991 Pleasant Company version of her camp outfit. When there were rumors that Molly's camping stuff was coming back, I was just like over the moon excited. I knew I had to buy this. I didn't quite know what it was going to be, because if you know Molly's camp stuff, there's actually several sets associated with her camping. This was one. This was one accessory set, but there was another one that was like her metal cookware, eating utensils, things like that. And that's honestly the one I was hoping for. I've been trying to find one of those at a good price. It's not too tarnished. I mean, but they're old now. I understand like the aging of those kinds of materials. It's hard to find one in good condition that I'm also, willing to pay that much for. So I was kind of disappointed when this is the one that ultimately came out. That being said, I still had to buy it because I have none of her camping supplies. I just have that one outfit, and I was going to definitely support American Girl re-releasing some of their older materials. Now that being said, I don't have anything to compare this to, so I can post a link down into the link to the old version, so you can sort of see the comparisons and differences. I do know this one cost a lot more money for what it is. It's $36. Oh, but I still wanted it, and let's get opening. I do know a few things that have changed and been different for this, and I'll point those out, but honestly I don't remember the full set. So let's see, there's lots of plastic. Oh, it's already bent. That's sad. Okay, so I guess I'll just start with this, because this is sort of a big reason why I wanted this set. This is Molly's sit-upon. Yeah, and you're like, what's a sit-upon? It really was just a material, and I'll open it for you. It was a material that you use in camping. You quite literally sit on it, so you have something between your backside and the dirt. And it is a heavier material, more waterproof, almost like what you would think of like an old rain jacket material. And you fold it up like this, and you sort of sew it. And this is one of those places that I do know that this set is not like the original at all. Is that traditionally, after you sort of like sew this up, you traditionally put newspaper in between to give you a little bit more padding for your backside. But that being said, actually you can see they did actually a pretty bad job. There's a newspaper in there, right there. You can see that. I feel like they were trying to edit out the newspaper because they didn't include that. This set I know did originally come with a newspaper so that you could tie it up and have a newspaper to pad it. So this is really what it would look like. You'd sew it up like that, and then you'd have the two here, and that would wrap around Molly's waist, so that you just constantly have it, and you have a dry place to sit when you go camping. So I'm really happy to have this. I am glad to see that this is not paper. I was kind of worried this was going to be paper, and it's not. It really is more of like I think it's like this old yellow raincoats. This is what it feels like. So I'm really happy that's not paper. I'm kind of sad it's already folded, but that's okay. I will eventually get this going. I know sometimes, like when I had the birthday set, I was like, I'm not going to cut up the pin, the tail, and the donkey. This is one I think I will do, just because it's not something I could recreate, unlike the pin, the tail, and the donkey. So I'm going to probably actually do this, but I'm going to do this at a different time. I'm just doing general overall review of everything here. So that's the sit-upon. I love it. So anytime there are paper things included, I am a sucker for paper things. Even you're like, but you could just print them off. I know, but it's just different when it's there. So this is a letter that Molly wrote to her father, who was in the Army Medical Corps. It says, "Dear Dad, here I am carrying the flag in the camp 4th of July parade. Do you think my face looks funny? Well, it does. I have poison ivy. Just about everyone at camp does. How did we get it? Well, Dad, that's a long story. And you kind of have to read the book to find out that story." And then here is the picture of Molly carrying that flag. So it's just a great, just little details like that is just awesome. I love it. Then, of course, we have to have the flag. So we have the flag here. This is a pretty, basic USA flag. So nothing super interesting to write home about. It is interesting that they decided to throw their logo on it. I think that's kind of weird. Yeah, that's kind of weird. But it's a nice little flag to have. I'll put this back in here just to keep it. Oops. Okay. And then this is an armband. Speaking of flag. This is probably to represent her being a captain. It's just an armband. Probably captain of a capture the flag team or a follow the leader type thing. It's just a cute little armband, nice little bow. I don't remember this being in the original set, so I think this is one of the new things. And then there's also her paddle. This is what I'm super excited about and really why I bought this set. It is wood. It actually, okay, so this is a really random story. So my grandmother was a teacher, she really pretty much taught K-12, but she is from a much older line of thinking. And this reminds me of her paddle that she has that she used to slap people's hands with. It's like almost the perfect shape. The paddle was actually a little bit bigger, but that's kind of funny that that's what that reminded me of. I didn't think about that until I was just holding it right now. But yeah, so here is the camp paddle with Molly's name on it. I think that's such a lovely touch. I do want to point out, now that I'm looking at this, and I guess let me get out her camp sit-upon again. There was one thing I noticed in the flag, or in the hats of my last video, in that the camp logo is slightly different, ever so slightly different, and I was wondering if they had changed it here as well, and I believe they have. It could be that this embroidery is just, so much smaller and tighter, and just embroidery machines these days are so much better. So it could be that. So it could be this is what that was supposed to look like. But I don't know. It's like they don't, like these two are definitely the same logo, but these are still very, I don't know, even still a little bit different compared to those. So that's just something interesting that I noticed. Okay, and then the last thing is the collection of bugs. And I actually have, when I was at my American Girl store recently with some friends, I had a friend who really wanted the set but didn't want the bugs, and I'm like, well, give me the bugs, I'll take the bugs. So we have a metal, it's not very heavy duty metal, but it is metal, Campers pork and beans, and I think this is a great size. For a can, and this is actually a good sort of, if you want to make your own, there's an interesting way to make your own, using wooden dowels. They're not things that you're going to put stuff into, but a good, like if you want to have lots of porks and beans, you can do that. So first up, we've got these 5 earthworms. These are just little plastic gross looking things. I think they're perfect. If I remember correctly, this really was to hold her her bait. This was for her going fishing. But there's a few more bugs this go around, I think, than the original set. There are some ants, which I think are just, you know, invading on a picnic probably. There's 3 ants here. They are plastic, but they're kind of cute. They would also be really good for Halloween. I'm going to put them on here. That background is kind of interesting. So we've got 5 worms, 3 ants. We've got, ew, bugs. I know I say that and I told my friend she could give me the bugs, but you know what? I just, they are, I don't know, they're supposed to be grasshoppers. Why are they black? I don't know, but they're gross. Gross, more bugs. This would also be good for, maybe it was her, part of her bait. I don't know. Yeah, the package says they're supposed to be crickets. Okay. And then it looks like we've got some more ants here, but instead of being black ants, looks like we've got some brown ants. They're identical, they're just brown. So definitely would be a cute scene if you had a picnic scene. Definitely something to interrupt the picnic. That would be really funny. American Girl, if you want to make this bench, I'd happily buy it from you. There have been several like picnic benches, picnic tables, and from our generation and American Girl, but I've never seen a wooden one. It's on my to-do list to actually make one day, but not yet. Oh, I realized, while this shows Molly in red ribbons, her camp outfit did not come with ribbons. I guess they want you to use her original ones. But here's the set. Same insert as the last one. Overall, super cute. I'm gonna put some of these things with a doll just so you can see them. I know I'm already over 10 minutes. I try to keep these under 10 minutes. I have a lot to talk about with these because they're historical and I love them. But yeah, let me put them with a doll real quick so you can see them. Okay, I won't take too much longer because I know it's already a long video, but here is just for scale so you can see everything. That is her letter. I don't know why I decided to put ants on her leg, but that you can see them. Here is her Camper's pork and beans with the crickets and the worms. Got her armband, her flag, her paddle, picture of her. Like, it's so cute. And then here's the sit-upon. So this is what it would, you know, start to look like if Mia decided to start making it. Actually, you would cut that thread in half first, so there'd be one on either side. But again, I'm not gonna make it just yet. This is just for a picture. So overall, super cute. I'm really glad I have it. Rating for this, I don't know. I'm really conflicted. I wish American Girl had done the other set, but I definitely understand why they picked this one instead. I'm gonna give it an A instead of an A+. Like, I love the nostalgia of it. I love the paddle. I love the bugs. But I think maybe the price point is a little too high for what's included. I mean, there's metal, there's paper, there's this rope. I don't know. I'm conflicted. Somewhere between an A, A+. I haven't fully decided yet. I think it's adorable. It's a great addition. I'm super glad I have it. But somewhere in there. Again, maybe you're thinking the same things along my lines. Like, it's a really cool set. I think the price point maybe just a step out of reach for a lot of people. So that's like the reason I want to say A. Oh, in terms of the actual materials and quality, I think it's fantastic, but I think that price point is just a little too high. So thanks for watching this slightly longer video. That wraps up all of the new Molly things I bought. Everything else from her collection I already had, including the doll herself, so I didn't splurge on that. Hopefully I'll be able to get Molly scenes going. If you watched my very first video, you remember that my Molly is up in a really high storage area that I'm not able to get down yet, but hopefully my house will be done soon and I can get really going on my dollhouse. Super excited. But in the meantime, happy 4th of July, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.